What up, nerds? In this video, I want to talk about dictionaries inside of Godot real quick. And this should be a pretty quick one, but if you want to support this channel, please like, subscribe, and check out my Steam developer page, Paul Studios, that I will link in the description below. So, honestly, dictionaries are pretty straightforward. What they pretty much are just key value pairs. So you just store a key in some data structure and it's always going to point to some value. Now, of course, you can always overwrite what the key's lookup actually returns. And I do have an example here. It's very quick, so let's take a peek at it. All right, so I'm going to come over here into my script and I have two dictionaries set up. So the syntax is as follows. We have our name as usual, and then we put them in between the squiggly brackets. And this first section is going to be the key. It can be pretty much whatever it is that you want. Then we have the colon, and then we actually have the value. So up here, my key is a string. Down here, my key is an integer. And the value for the first one is an integer, and the value for the second one is a string. And down here, like I said, the value can actually be pretty much whatever you want. So this key is going to refer to this list. All right. And to actually access them, you access it a lot like you would an array or a list with these square brackets. All right. So what this is gonna do, we're going into the example dictionary, looking at using the 10 key and getting the value. So it's gonna return the number is 10. And then here, it's gonna return 32. So when we're trying to access a list inside of a dictionary, we'll get the skills. We'll use the skills key, and we know that's going to return a list. So here we're going to be accessing the 0th index. And then I have this little for loop here to show that you can actually also iterate over the keys of a dictionary. So when I run this, let me go ahead and minimize that. The number is 10, which is what we're expecting. 32, which is what we're expecting. Fireball, because the 0th element, which is right here. And then because we are iterating the keys, we get something and 10. Now, the other way that you can actually access the values of a dictionary is the Lua style. So what we can do is example dict, and then do dot something. And let me go ahead and just comment all of this out so we can isolate it. And then I'm going to run it. And as you can see, we get 32 as well. Now, this isn't the more common way you'll see it. You'll mostly be seeing people access the dictionaries using the square brackets. So do keep that in mind. Now, one great thing about dictionaries is that they have an extremely fast lookup speed. So pretty much what this means is no matter how big your dictionary gets, the lookup speed is going to be extraordinarily fast. If I recall correctly, it's constant speed. So when you are thinking about a way to organize your data and you have a one-to-one style mapping, there's a high chance that you really want to store whatever it is that you're doing inside of a dictionary. And this honestly about covers everything. But if you have any questions or you want me to cover something else, please let me know in the comments below. Later, nerds.